it's been beyond my expectations and absolutely amazing experience. And I'm 100% happy that I did it.
And what was the most useful for you? Like the most, yeah, something that made like the biggest difference for you throughout the program? Like if you can point at something.
So, I honestly loved all of it. Like, put your mood board together. Okay, these are the styles I like. Yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of what my closet looks like. These are the colors that work for you. Oh, okay, colors, got it. Okay, so I shouldn't wear like fuchsia, which is fine. Got it. That was more flattering. But honestly, for me, just because of like the weight issues like I've been having for the last couple of years, it was the silhouettes that was the like helped me the most. So I was like, oh, don't do that. Like don't be all neutral and then put a bright color right around your stomach.
Mhm.
Which seems like common sense, but no. And so like, don't belt it because you're pulling attention here if you don't want attention there. And I appreciated that too, how you were like, if you want attention there, wear these colors. But if you don't, then wear these colors. Where it's not like, you should always want to look thin, because some people don't. But it helped me because it wasn't just like color or a belt, or it was okay, like elongate your body, tuck this but don't tuck that, or do a side tuck, or be monochromatic and then you don't have to tuck anything. Add a third layer for the vertical line. Learning the vertical line and not literally meaning vertical lines
Mhm. Mhm.
was so helpful. So when you're like, create a vertical line but with the colors of your clothing, I do that all the time now. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be monochromatic, and then I'll just add like a third layer and it's gonna be vertical. So I'll look slimmer. So honestly, that I use
Nice.
that all the time. I'll probably use that going forward, like every single day, create vertical lines.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I try to not just like give you, okay, these are the 10 items that you wear for these body types, and then you have to remember it, and it's overwhelming, and you don't understand the logic behind. I better like you understand the logic. So whenever you go to the shop and there are like thousands of clothing items there, you understand them. It's not just 10 you learn by heart, but you know the logic. So like you're in front of thousands of clothing pieces and you understand which works and which does not, just because you know the logic behind it.
Yes. And I think that is like a huge value add to your program, because like you can like watch, influencers and people who try on clothes and tell you what to wear, like, blogs and all of that. And they're showing you like what's the new thing. Like, oh, look, now we're wearing this, or now we're wearing that. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I could wear that, when no, I shouldn't be wearing that at all. Um, and certain things like that. So when you're looking at like influencers, you're just kind of seeing like what's new, and everything probably looks good on them because they're very thin people. Whereas like in your program, it's, this is why. Like, do this if you want this, and this is why. And then do this if you want this, and this is why that does that. So it's very much, so instead of being like, well, I should wear all navy with, whatever, a black coat because it slims you. Okay, then going forward, I would always look for navy and black, because that slims. Whereas, you know what I mean? So you're saying like any colors, just you have to have like that layer, that third layer, because you're creating that line. And then no matter what color you do, I mean, I'm sure there's exceptions, but that's what you're doing. So then I can wear so many more clothes, like different iterations of that, because now I understand the concept. So like 100% understanding that concept versus just, oh, look at the pretty clothes I bought today.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
What I paid for the program, 1,000% worth it. Like, it was like, you should probably charge more. Worth it. So, but I say that because when I say I had homework that week and I also, have a full-time job and da, 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 da. And I was like, like I'm stressed out because I don't have time to do it. But then I would remember how much I paid for the program. And I'm like, if you're going to pay for the program, then you're going to do the homework to get what you put in. You know what I mean? Like, it's like going to college. Like, you're not going to pay thousands of dollars and then not go to class, because why would you do that? And I'm a type A. So I was very much like, okay, like I have homework. I'd be like, it's just gonna take a couple hours, and then it would be like all day Sunday. Because I can't just be like, oh, this or that. It's like, no, I'm looking for this particular thing, or I wanted to pull these things for my mood board, and it was great. Like, it was intense. Um, but I needed the nudge. And I think having that nudge helped. And I always wanted to be done by Friday. So when we had the call, I had questions. You know what I mean? Like, I would have good questions from the module we just finished. I connected to like what you said. Because like I said, you're not talking at me, and you're not saying like, well, wear big shoulders because that's trendy, or wear a lot of color because if your closet is black. No, if your closet is black and you like black, wear black. Um, so it was just like the way you teach. Like, I feel like you're talking to me. Like in all your videos, I feel like you're talking to me, and giving examples of, this is what I mean when I say, like, if you have a petite body, don't wear a big print, or and like seeing the visuals and learning and understanding, and then just needing to make that change. Like, I knew I needed some type of help, because I wasn't doing it on my own. Like, I couldn't get where I felt like I needed to be, just based on what I know about clothing. um, because I used to be like a size 0, and just short and thin, and I could go to the store and everything would fit me. So it would be fine. So I was like, yeah, these fit, let's take them, which is how my closet got out of control, because everything looks fine. And then like nothing would fit. So we would go shopping, and I would hate to go shopping because nothing fits. And so he was like, why don't you just try it? And I was like, well, so I have the discount. And then I told him you were doing the price. I can't remember what the price was exactly, but the price was going to go up the next time you did it. So I was like, I mean, I think it would probably be a good time to try it. And it was, it's not cheap. So like I was like, okay, you had listed out what you would offer, right? So I was like, okay, let me look and see. So color, which I need to know about because I'm not good at matching colors. I wear navy and black and white. And those are my colors. I have like one pink shirt. So I was like, I want to learn about the colors. I want to learn about what works best with my skin color, because I'm a very neutral, like when you do, I'm very neutral. So I have a hard time like with foundations. So I'm like, well, it's neutral, but I pull a little warm. So I wanted to know what to pick on that. And then the capsule wardrobe. And I was like, if she could help me get like, just, even if it's just like 8 things, and I can just mix and match and I just feel comfortable and they fit and I'm happy, then that would be worth the program. And he was like, okay, well then you should try it.
Is there anything else? Like, what was your main, like, not exactly takeaway, but like the changes that you experienced in yourself, in your style, in your wardrobe, and how you feel about yourself? Anything like that?
Yeah. So, I mean, I went through my closet and threw things away like that. They're not going to fit me. Like, because even if I lose weight, even if I go back to my weight that I was before, my body is different. So I can't, you know what I mean? Like, if I lose weight, I can't say what's going to come from my midsection, all that weight. No, it may, come from different areas. I may still struggle in certain areas. So it was kind of like, hey, I know you like those old clothes, and I know you probably might wish you were still in those old clothes, but you're not. This is where you are now. So let's look at where you are now, and let's teach you about color and contrast and silhouettes and body types and all of that. And like through all of that knowledge, I felt empowered, one, to try everything on in my closet, which is very depressing when you can't button things. But then to say, like, and this is cheesy, but hey, thank you for everything you've done for me, but we can't be together anymore because you no longer bring me the happiness that you once did. Like I don't fit in you anymore. So it's like to get to that point, because that's a hard point to get to where you're like, okay, well, I need to throw out everything in my closet because it doesn't fit me. And when I'm putting clothes on in the morning and I can't wear those pants because it's not fitting, or like, oh, I used to always love to wear, that top and those pants, let's wear that, but then they don't fit, or they don't fit the same way that they used to fit. And it's just depressing. Like you want to just sit down and cry. And sometimes I did that. But to like get to that point is really hard because there's a lot of emotional baggage to kind of get there. And I wasn't there before. It was, she'll help me fit into these clothes again. She'll help me see that, like, I'll learn different colors and I'll add pieces to my wardrobe and it'll be great. And then I'll be happy again. And I am happy again, but it didn't go that way. It was more, hey, why are you still doing that? You're someone else now. Like you're different than like 105 pounds. You're not that anymore. And I don't feel bad about it. Like I'm not like, okay, well, I'm not a size 0, so I'm just not going to go to the store. It's like, who cares? Who cares if that label says 20? Does it fit? Is it well made? Do you feel comfortable in it? Does it make you feel happy? Can you wear 5 other things with it? Yes, I can. So I'm going to buy that no matter what the label says, because it's going to fit and I'm going to be able to make a lot of outfits out of it, have a good like workhorse type thing in my closet and be happy about it. And I think that is the big, because I think people come in with this expectation and then you kind of like blow their mind, and then they get to where I got, the place I am, where I'm like, it's fine. It's going to be fine. I can finally let those pants out. And I would just buy new pants, but it's cheaper to let them out. So I just let them out. And it's fine. Even though, I was at the tailor and he's like, so what are we doing here? And I'm like, we're letting them out. He's like, all of them? Yep. He's like, how much? Mm-hmm. He's like, okay, we'll go try them on. And I've gone to this tailor for like 10 years. He's like, okay, does that feel comfortable? Yeah. All right, take them off. I'll fix them for you. I'm like, okay, easy. Why haven't I done that? Why do I like wear them for half a day and totally uncomfortable, have to take them off because I can't sit in them anymore because it's so painful, and end up putting on pajama pants, and then I feel like a sloppy because I have on pajama pants. This is like therapy, Nina.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very free. It's very freeing to accept yourself as you are, and to live in the here and now and not in the past or in the future.
Yeah, you're right here. So dress for here, because you're probably not going to be that size anymore. I'm 39, probably not going to be my 20-year-old size that I was, and who knows what the future will hold, but I can only dress for who I am right now.
Absolutely.